What have you been doing to keep busy through all this thing? I mean, are you getting any time in, or have you guys been having to stay in your house there? What's a day in the life of Tim Wendelboe right now, just normally outside of the coffee business?
Yeah, so basically, because I kind of live 2 minutes away from work, I have actually gone to my office and worked in my office. And I
Yeah.
kind of I took over the space where the rest guys were making the roaster. I took that space because they needed to move out. They needed more space. So I've
Oh,
kind of been
roast.
isolated in there. Yeah. So
Oh,
I've been
well, that's good for
isolated
them. I
in my
mean,
own office. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And then
that's good for them.
after work, I go home and stay at home. You're not socializing or anything. And I think I've been actually a little bit extra careful because we're such a small business. So if one person
Yeah.
gets contaminated, we had that twice actually. Two of our staff, not at the same time, but in two different locations, they got contaminated, and then we had like 6 out of 14 staff members in quarantine. Not able to work. So for a small business like us, that's really, really, really difficult to handle. And fortunately, we didn't have to close. It was only like a couple of hours one day where we had to close, but
Okay.
but I think it's been a little tiring for me, but I've also been able to focus on running my business. And I've actually come to a point where I'm also realizing that I need someone to help me run my business so I can do more of the stuff that I really want to do. So that's been the good part of it. So
is there any thoughts on expansion as far as brick and mortar side of it, like into North America, or is the subscription service working for you on that side? Like, I would imagine in some of the coffee heavy markets, you would do
yeah,
well.
we actually do have quite a big market in the US for our we have a lot of subscribers there.
Hmm.
I don't really want to open another roastery or another store. I like to be in control and kind of do everything hands on. So for me, that kind of model of having several places doesn't really appeal to me. And I used to run a coffee chain where I actually did that, but I didn't enjoy it at all actually. So, but we are thinking of I'm always thinking 5-10 years ahead. So we can't stay in the space we're now for the next 10 years for sure. I mean, we're going to grow out of it probably in 5 to 10 years. So
The storefront or the roastery?
the roastery.
Yeah.
And then who knows, maybe we'll move the roastery outside of the city, or I don't really know. But I don't think I want to open more places. That's kind of
Sure.
never been my
Well, I
my
think
dream.
that's fun for me as the fan. That's like, oh, this is great. Those who are in the know, no. And you have to
Yeah.
go discover. You're gonna have to go to Oslo, Norway, to check this out if you do. But I highly recommend that you either order from the website timwendelboe.no that you can see below, or part of the subscription service, because it's still affordable to do it wherever you are in the world. I mean, so there's bags locally of coffee here that are $20. So
Yeah.
I think you can get in cheaper than that for a bag of Tim's stuff coming from Norway. And it was a nice surprise on my birthday to get that. I'll tell you that. It was great.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure when I was going to be returning over there.
No.
So it was
No,
tough,
exactly. No, but
you know.
I've never experienced a business that has been expanding, to many, many places where they've actually been able to keep the quality at the same level they were when they, were only one place. It's
Sure.
so difficult to control because you have to deal with a lot of people, and you can have good managers and train people well, but after a certain amount of time, it's just there's only that much you can do actually. So. I think if you want to keep the best quality, and that's kind of the game that I want to be in, then
Yeah.
you can only have that much staff and that much that many things to think about.
Thanks for stopping by, friends, to the Brenton on Tour podcast channel on YouTube. Coffee, music, travel, life, all of those things. One page, lots of guests, lots of chatter. We talk about all of it. If you like it, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Thanks, friends. See you next time.